Hello, beautiful mortals of the world. We have come to grace you with our glorious immortal presence and, of course, a lot of gist. And for you today on the show, we have the rise and acceptance of Ankara, home and abroad. Welcome to Supernova. My name is Rotimi and Dammi.
And my name is Damilola Ajayi. And today on the show, as Rotimi said earlier, we're talking about the Ankara Fabric, the acceptance, the love for Ankara Fabric, I beg your pardon, and the way we all love to wear it. You know,
absolutely fabulous.
Absolutely fabulous. The colors, the print, the acceptance. Gosh, I love Ankara fabrics. So we're going on a quick break, and when we return, it's going to be straight into the interesting stuff of the Ankara fabric. Probably things you didn't know. So don't go nowhere. Welcome back, guys. As we said earlier, it's all about the Ankara fabric. So myself and Rotimi, we're going to be talking more about the Ankara fabric. Darling.
Right up now, without further ado, I'm just going to give you quick, straight up, precise things that we have you to know about Ankara. But I will have you know that a couple of things that we have said today have been put together. So we're giving credits to Yinka Shonibare. Thank you very much, Yinka. Did a great job. Now, it would interest you to know that Ankara originally didn't start from Africa. It wasn't intended for Africa. It wasn't even called Ankara in the first place. It was originally intended for the Indonesian market, and it was made by Dutch people. As we all know, Ankara is printed Dutch wax. So after a while, when they released it into the Indonesian market, and they noticed that interest hasn't peaked from the intended market, but peaked in an area where they least expected, West Africa. So they transferred all of their attention and decided to make it an exclusive product for the West African market. That is why today, Ankara seems like it was traditionally meant for West Africa. Now, a little thing that I really love about Ankara is the fact that it is diverse. It can be used in more ways than one. And other than the fact that it has come to depict the African culture and intent, it has become accepted all over the globe.
Okay. Still talking about the Ankara fabric, I love the fact that the Ankara fabric is very colorful. It has lots of patterns. And there's this thing about the Ankara fabric, you hardly see different Ankaras that are the same thing, except probably it's for the Ashoebi, and it's very affordable. It's if you're going to compare the use of Ankara with Ashoke, Ashoke is limited for just events, parties,
special occasions.
Yes. You know, there's this thing they say, oh, Jankara, oh, Jesemu.
That's like
yeah,
a thing.
Yes, now it's a thing they say for parties.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So amazing. I had no idea.
Ashoebi people now, you know, and the fact that it's affordable, and we shouldn't even dwell about the origin of Ankara. We should dwell on rather the fact that it depicts the African culture. When you think about the African culture, the first thing that comes to mind is the Ankara fabric. When you pick the Ankara fabric up, the first thing that comes to mind is the African culture.
Exactly.
So without talking about the origin, Ankara is here to stay. It's doing very well. It's readily acceptable anywhere. Everybody wears the Ankara fabric. Everybody,
actually. And when she says everybody, she literally means everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
Everybody in Nigeria, everybody in West Africa, everybody in Africa, and people all over the globe. Even your international A-lister celebs have been spotted wearing Ankara. And I do have to say that some of them have done it quite beautifully. Quite beautifully. Now, what do you think, Dammi, about the acceptance of Ankara in the global market, especially the fashion industry, even up to the stage where it has become, or it became a thing for a particular season of, you know, international brands like Dolce & Gabbana to adopt these prints in their collections?
What I think is that it's actually a very good thing
for the
Ankara fabric being accepted globally, and you have A-list celebrities wearing it, international celebrities. And the thing about the acceptance that I like is the creativity that comes with it. You see an Ankara fabric, and it's not just Iran Buba you think of. Before it was just Iran Buba. When you say, oh God,
Buba and Shokoto.
But now you see Ankara, you see with blazers, you see with
everything.
In everything, accessories. Yes.
They've gone crazy with accessories. I've seen Ankara shoes, I've seen Ankara sneakers, I've seen Ankara heels, Ankara bags, Ankara bangles, Ankara earrings.
I've seen Ankara pouch.
Ankara phone pouches, tab pouches.
As in bags. I've even seen Ankara chairs.
Yes, I've actually seen Ankara furniture as well.
Yes, like
You know, that didn't occur to me, but as you mentioned it, I just thought, yeah, I've seen Ankara furniture.
furniture,
So it's amazing that you can
amazing.
see all of this, and it tells you the level of creativity that the Ankara itself inspires in people that decide to work with it. It is absolutely amazing.
Amazing,
Absolutely
amazing. So the thing about Ankara I also love, I grew up as a Yoruba girl, and at that time it was weird to see me wear Ankara or see somebody wear Ankara. It was always this English dress we always want to wear, the muftis. But now you see young kids wear Ankara, you see children wear Ankara, and it's lovely. The colors, God, I can just
Girl, breathe.
I can just
Girl,
keep going
breathe.
on
Girl,
and on
breathe.
about the Ankara fabric. One thing that stands out is the patterns and the colors. You would never see an Ankara looking dull. Am I lying?
Actually, I don't think she's lying. And I think a beautiful thing about what she's pointing out is the fact that even from way back, like, let me paint a scenario. There are times where I just randomly see my mother's, you know, outfits, and these are one of those old outfits, you know, it's maybe like she's had it like way before I was born and she wears it. And in my mind, I'm like, girl, what you doing now? It looks so nice and everything. It's just interesting that there are Ankara prints from that far back that are still just very beautiful. And there was a period for circa, you know, 2010, 2013, a lot of these Ankara prints that were, you know, the old things, the things in the heyday, say 70s and the 60s, they started coming back. They started coming back, like one particular red and yellow, and then they now started making it in different colors.
Exactly.
So
the unique thing about Ankara for me is that it cuts across all age. Like, everybody wears Ankara, young, old, youth. It's just something that when you and then if you were wearing Ankara, you just feel like probably you're broke, or you're poor, or something like that. But right now, if you wear Ankara, it's like, oh, you're on point. You know what's happening, especially when your designer or tailor makes it look gorgeous. And there's a different thing in wearing Ankara, and there's another thing when you get a very good stylist like Rotimi or good designer that makes you look good, gorgeous. You know.
Absolutely awesome. Now, another thing that I really, really love is the urbanization of the Ankara outfits. For instance, traditionally, as Dammi had said, when you see Ankara, once you think of Ankara, the first thing that comes to your mind is Iran Buba, Shokoto and Buba, and then you have single pieces, you know, but are worn differently or styled differently in the whole look that makes the whole look very, very urban. You don't outrightly think, oh, this is Ankara, this is 100% African or something. Take, for instance, when women do an Ankara skirt with a regular shirt. And regular shirt, I mean dress shirt or a top or a tee. Same thing with guys. When a guy does like Ankara pants with a regular shirt, or maybe does a regular shirt and a regular pants, throws on Ankara jacket, or you know, you do regular everything and you do an Ankara accessory like an Ankara bow tie, or you carry an Ankara bag or something. The urbanization, you know, allows it even more acceptance in the certain age demographic that we are now. You know, people of a certain age now are very fashion conscious and fashion forward, so they wouldn't want anything that will make them seem of a certain age that they do not belong to. So the urbanization has allowed it easier for them to access this Ankara, to use it, and to accept it.
All right, that's good. So I'm going to ask you, between the male and the female, who do you think uses the Ankara fabric the most?
It's still, I would put it this way, I don't have like a yes or no answer. I don't have a single, you know, black and white answer.
Just on point, like...
Love you, girl. Love you too at home, people. You'll be fine. Love your producer. Love your director. All right, now, the answer to my question. As I said, it's going to come in a couple of phases. Women use Ankara more. More. But seeing as it is now,
what I want to say. Well, we are going to do a lot of things.
You'll be fine, girl.
So say,
but men have been more creative with how they put it, and daring with how they put their Ankara ensembles together. It is not very easy. I can bet you that a couple of years ago, I'm talking 7, 8, 10 years ago, you'd see a guy in an Ankara two-piece, which is pants and a jacket, and
that's it.
Even I would have said, what is that? You looking so tacky and everything. But now you would see a man in a two-piece Ankara or even three-piece, and if it is done really well, good tailoring, sharp styling, you know, good accessories,
good cost,
it's definitely going to be a look that will appeal to everybody. You would see it and say, oh my God, I love that. I love that. And then with the colors, and you talked about colors with Ankara.
Yes,
you know,
colors.
you've got like yours. I can't even count the
It's
number of colors
popping.
it has. It's got
popping,
black,
yeah,
white,
black.
and red, and yellow, and teal, and I can go on and on and on. So when you see people that do these in this kind of prints, this kind of colors, and they do it well, I mean, it's very applaudable.
It's
very applaudable.
Well, if I was going to answer that question myself, I think the female folks use the Ankara fabric more because it's women are known to wear more clothes compared to the male. Yeah, women wear more clothes. Yeah,
and then another thing is, most of the time, once you say Ashwebi, the woman is the first person to want to buy. So
yes, but the male species are known to be very simple when it comes to
conservative.
Yeah, they're very conservative when it comes to their style and everything. But the Ankara fabric is now bringing the daring part of the guys. Like you see guys out there looking all popping. People like Rikasani, you used to be like, oh gosh, dude, you cute. We love you. You get like.
Bro, did you just say he's cute? I thought you were gonna say his clothes are cute because you hitting on him or something.
No, I ain't hitting on him. No, he cute. Like, you know, you see people, you see celebrities.
Yemi Alade, Rikasani. You know, just a couple of Jidenna.
Yeah.
I love Jidenna for the fact that he's actually repping Ankara.
There's a particular film producer, director, Tunde Kelani.
Tunde Kelani is always funny.
Always well. On African prints. Like, it's like his signature look, and it looks good on him.
Absolutely super. Absolutely super. Anyway, beautiful people, we have been able to tell you what our own thoughts are on the rise and the acceptance of Ankara in Nigeria and all over the world. So we're going to go for a very quick break. Stay here, do not go anywhere, and we will be right back.
Don't go anywhere. All right, talking about people wearing Ankara, what's your take about kids wearing Ankara? It's everywhere on Instagram, social media. You even have babies wearing Ankara, matching Ankaras with their parents, mom or dad. Yeah,
you just, I thought you were going to end the question, so I'll say that matching part.
Okay.
But it's so cool to see, you know, a lot of matchy outfits. It usually starts with the mom, because the mom has this fabric, and then she has, you know, Ankara usually comes in 6 yards.
Yeah.
So she has this fabric, and she thinks it's really nice to make a nice sassy dress, and then she has 2 yards left, and she goes, I'm gonna make my little girl a nice sassy dress too. And they usually, if it's done right, you know, everything if it's done right usually looks good. So when it's done right, they usually slay. They usually look amazing. So when the mom thinks, I gotta do this thing with my girl, we're gonna be twinsies, it's cool. And then now, the men think, how dare she think she can twinsy alone with her daughter? I shall twinsy with my son. So when the man decides to have a very nice outfit with the Ankara, he does it with his son too. So you see a lot of father-son or father-daughter or family things where they're all in the same outfits.
Healthy competition.
So, healthy competition, So other than the fact that it looks great on the parents and it looks great together, you know, as a family portrait, it actually looks good on the kids. Because number one, they have been managed they've managed to style them really well, pardon me. They managed to style them really well. If it's done right, the kids look very well styled, well put together. And I love the fact that it is portraying Africa.
And also for the kids, you notice that they don't just limit it to just the dress. They use the accessories with it.
Yeah, they use the
accessorize with like Ankara.
Well, for kids, I see a lot of those kids, hair things.
They use the Ankara as hair bonds. Very nice one, especially with your natural hair. They just pack it and it looks very lovely.
It looks absolutely amazing.
They don't limit it to that. Sometimes they use the shoes. You just see a complete pictures, and it is lovely.
Even though I wouldn't advocate that you use the same exact same print for everything.
I think if you're accessorizing with Ankara, it's just a touch of Ankara. If you are wearing it, it's different. You wear the full Papa regalia and look good. But if you're accessorizing probably with your bag, with your shoes, with your bow tie, with your bangles, with your earrings, whatever it is you're accessorizing with, it's just a touch. So far the color matches whatever you're wearing, or you want to do something to tone it down.
And you guys really have to, I'm sure you people know, but we just have to tell you that it is such a huge thing with Ankara and accessories. Just as Dammi has mentioned a few, but if you want to sit down and mention all of the things that have been done with Ankara, you really cannot mention it all. As she said, they've been bags, shoes, and by shoes I mean ballet flats for women.
Even
I mean heels,
like
socks, sneakers, regular shoes, espadrilles, and that's just shoes. We've got different types of bags, all in Ankara. I've seen leather bags that the insides were lined with Ankara. I've seen leather cases, iPad cases, phone cases made with Ankara, suspenders made with Ankara, earrings, jewelry.
Say something. I don't want to forget this thing.
You don't want to forget it. You don't want to forget it. What's it?
Back in the days, it was when I wear Ankara, I look like my mom. Back in days when you wear Ankara, you feel, oh God, I look like an older person. But these days, when you wear Ankara, you look like a younger person. And even our parents, our folks feel like, oh, I want to sew this your particular style. This style you're sewing, I want to sew that I will look very young. You get so it's like Ankara is the new way to interpret being young,
trendy, fashionable.
And fashionable.
That was the urbanization thing I was talking about the other time. So absolutely amazing. Beautiful people, we're giving you a lot of gist about Ankara, but do not despair. We're going to go on a very, very quick break, and we're going to be right back with one word. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, guys. It's the one word segment where we see a picture and we just say one word about the picture, but there's a twist to this one.
There's a twist.
There's a twist.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about it. We're going to just do a brief
a couple of words, some.
One word.
Then we'll give you the one word.
All right, Rotimi, you go first.
Let's go first. Now, first up, we have glorious Queen Bee, who is a fellow goddess, or a fellow immortal, because she's so awesome. But she looks absolutely amazing in this Ankara two-piece. And I love the fact that she mixed and matched prints. This is one of the ways that you can mix and match prints and do it very well. One is brighter than the other, and they just complement each other. There are some colors, but it creates a good contrast. So this is one way to do Ankara and do it well.
Perfectly.
I would give you perfecto.
Okay, I like the picture, and if you follow trend, this picture is not a recent picture.
It's not,
but it still looks very good. So for me, it looks good. My one word is good. Perfecto. Super.
So, Dammi darling, who do we have next?
All right, next we've got the lovely, delectable Kim Kardashian.
Why do I feel like you're one of those diehard fans that never ever miss KK? Wait, KK. WTK.
No. You didn't say very well. KUWTK.
What I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. She knows what I was trying to say. You see, she's a diehard fan.
All right. She looks very good. She looks simple. The boob area, though, I don't know what's happening there. Well, Kim Kardashian is actually the queen of boobs, but she looks good, simple. I like the fact that it looks simple, and simplicity is the best form of sophistication. So it's a pass for me.
Okay, well, I have a couple of issues about the dress.
I know you have issues.
You'll be fine. I think the bust area is, it's not proportionate to her actual bust size. It's a little lower, so that's why it has a little off look. But the Ankara, the print is good. The juxtaposition of that part, the upper part is really good. So I will give her a good. I'll give her a good.
Next person. She was actually, herself and Kim, they have a kind of relationship together, that
I'm not even going to talk about.
All right, but she looks good. We're talking about Amber Rose.
She looks amazing.
She looks amazing. Yeah. The thing about Amber Rose that stands out for me, I beg your pardon, is the fact that she's on low cut. She looks different, and the dress blends very well. I like the fact it's a turtleneck and it's short and it's simple. Yeah, I like it. I like it. So
very, very dramatic print, with a lot of attention. Turtleneck. Shift dress, which is very short, and I'm going to give you a double thumbs up, Amber Rose. My word is double thumbs up. It's not a word, but yeah, there you go.
I'll copy you double thumbs up too.
Now, moving away from Amber, we're going to go straight to singer and actress Eve. I always make that mistake when I say Eva, because, Anyway, Eve. Singer and actress Eve. I love what she's wearing. It's very simple. I can almost bet you that it was supposed to be a daytime look, very casual, but it's very good, very simple. Played it safe, and she looks amazing.
It's in between a play suit and a jumpsuit, but I think it's
exactly. It's in between a play suit and a jumpsuit.
So it looks really good. I like it. Simple.
Looks really good.
Good. Yeah. All right. So Next up, we have Kerry Washington. Darling, I love you. We love Olivia Pope, but I don't know what that green thing all over your dress is. It's a really nice. I like the fact that you tried to juxtapose, or the designer, the stylist tried to juxtapose two different prints, but I don't like that thing. Exactly, that's the only thing.
It's not working for me, girl. It's not working for me. So go back to the drawing board. Now, the next person, I love this person. She's like one of my style icons. You know, so amazing.
I think, every stylist always speaks to learn just their style. color icon. I don't know why.
You know, I
don't know why.
You know, I was trying to keep like the name on the low so that they would be like, oh my God, who they're talking
All
about,
right,
who
so
they're talking about. But yeah, you said it's Solange.
Yeah,
Solange is absolutely so stylish, and we love this little dress that she's wearing. The juxtaposition of the print is beautiful, and she has worn it very well, accessorized it very well.
Very well, yeah.
Very well. Very simple. Kept it clean. Very simple.
I like the fact that she loves colors. If you know Solange very well, she's loves
very daring.
Colors.
She's a daring person.
And that fabric was just a pop of color. That was it.
I'm going to steal that word from you. That's my word. That's my not a word for Solange. Pop of color.
That's how we roll. That's how we roll.
That is how we roll.
All right, so let's just do our one word straight up.
One word straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up. Straight up.
Straight up.
Okay. First up, we have Beyonce. I give you perfecto.
Perfecto too. Perfecto.
Twinsies. Next up, we've got Kim Kardashian. Dammi.
Boobs.
Boobies too. I'm sorry. Next up, we've got Amber Rose.
Slut walk.
Wow. We've got... I don't have any word for you, girl, but you'll be fine. Next. Now, we've got Eve next. Too safe. Too safe.
All right. I copy you. Safe. Because it's in between jumpsuit and replace it.
Kerry, darling, what's that? That's my one word. What is that? Question.
Right,
it's like 3 question marks. You know.
I have a sentence. Olivia Pope gone wrong.
Olivia, you didn't do this well, darling. And next up, we've got Solange. Solange, my word is pop of color for you.
Pop of color, color.
All right, beautiful people, that is it. That is it for today. We have done one word. We've talked about Ankara. We've given, you know, lots of gist and our opinions on certain things and certain items that have been made in Ankara. The rise and acceptance of Ankara, both home and abroad.
All right, that's it on one word. So we're going to go on a break. And when we return, it's going to be tips on how to maintain your Ankara fabric.
That's it. Quick break and tips when we come back. Welcome back, beautiful people, from that very quick break. And as I told you before the break, we're going to be giving you tips on how to maintain your Ankara garments. But before we go straight into tips, it would interest you to know that we're supposed to have a guest today, but sadly, due to some circumstances, our guest couldn't make it today. And it would have been so awesome because our guest is Rika Sani and he wears Ankara and we're talking about Ankara, so we'll have had a lot to say and have been so interesting. But do not despair, because Rika Sani, we will definitely have him on the show on a future episode. Now we're going to go straight into our tips. Dammi, you give us our first tip.
All right, tip number 1. Don't wash your Ankara garments with detergent. Use mouth soap always.
Yeah, my mother always told me that thing because apparently detergent leaches out the color quickly.
Yeah, and they are very harsh on them.
Leaches out the color, but mild soap, as it said, is mild, so it does not take out the color from your Ankara, and it doesn't also weaken the fabric of your Ankara. Beautiful. Now, tip 2 that I'm going to give you is whenever you want to wash your Ankara, it is advisable to add a tablespoon of salt into your laundry water. Why is this so? This salt, because of the chlorine or chloride content, helps to seal in the colors, so it doesn't allow the action of the soap leach out the colors so much.
All right, tip number 3, launder when necessary. All right, I was just trying to say.
That thing where you do, oh my God, I've worn it, piam, you wash it, and then,
no,
oh my God, I've worn it, piam, you wash it.
Don't do that.
It don't work like that.
It don't
work like that.
So you wear your Ankara, you launder when necessary. When it is really necessary and it is dirty, that's when you launder. So,
tip number 4. It is always best to hand wash your Ankara. Hand washing your Ankara is actually more delicate than machine washing. However, if you feel that you cannot hand wash your Ankara, when you want to do a machine wash, make sure you take it off the tumble or spin feature, because it's actually very violent on the clothes. That is one thing that you have to look out for. When you are washing with a machine, take off the tumble or spin feature. Do not use an air dryer or a tumble dryer, because you know you're doing what you're trying to avoid. So there you have it. That is tip number 5.
Tip number 5, treat only areas necessary to be treated, in the sense that
spot wash.
Yes, spot wash. Wherever it's dirty, just mildly pick a cloth and dab it in water, then use it to clean it gently, so that the whole cloth, just because a little spot is dirty, you wash the whole dress, it leaches out the color, as Rotimi said. So Just treat the necessary spots.
I mean, you don't want your Ankara looking limp and dull and boring.
No. Then it's not Ankara no more.
It's not Ankara no more. Now, the final tip that I'm going to give you, tip number 6. When you've washed your Ankara and it is dried, when you want to iron the reverse side with a medium temperature iron.
Right.
Do not iron with a very hot iron.
Wait. In case people are listening, what's a medium temperature? Is it when you scroll to number 2?
Now, if you see,
or number 1 or number 3?
Min, or you have iron. There's min, there's max. Stay in the middle. The middle is a medium.
Okay,
Simple.
so you guys say thank you to me because Rotimi wasn't ready to tell you that.
I really wasn't ready to tell you that. But thank you, Dammi, for allowing me to tell these beautiful people that. So remember, all of the tips that we have shared with you, take it into consideration when you are going to take care, care for your Ankara garments so that they will last longer and serve you longer. We have come to the end of today's show.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. Yes.
I thought I was going to be in that absolutely remember because I was going to give you, but sadly, it's not working for me. It's not working for me. Anyway, beautiful people, we've come to the end of today's show.
Aww.
But do not despair. It was interesting. It was fun.
I
love you, people. Love you, people. Dammi loves you, people.
I love you guys.
The producer loves you, people.
Our director
loves you, people. High five,
camera guys. Love you, people.
Absolutely amazing. Now, you can definitely keep up with the conversation across all our social media platforms, scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Remember to use the hashtag Supernova so we know the show you are talking about. Also, you can definitely catch us up on our social media platforms. I would allow the beautiful Dammi go first.
All right, you can follow me on Instagram at Dammi Ajay, DAMMIAJAYI. Yeah.
Super. And for me, it is Rotimi Alabi across Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, website loading. So y'all gonna be ready for that now. All right, beautiful people, till we come your way again, stay fly, stay flab, take care for your Ankara, and have a good night.
Good night. Bye. Bye. The world is your runway.
Work it, baby. Work. Sometimes. All right, I'm waiting for the cue for them to say cut. They're like, okay, they ain't gonna go cut. They're gonna cut it.